Welcome back, everybody. So, this morning I had to fix the server. So, unfortunately, it meant we died. Long story. Short answer is I need to commit suicide again and have a fresh spawn. I still have the base, but I lost everything that I had on me. Time to start again. Like I said, everything I do is on the game, is here on stream. So when things go wrong, I'm quite close to home, aren't I? But that's not really what I want to do. I want to get a spawn that's a distance from home. So we've got actually something to do. Let me find a better spawn. Obviously, being the server owner, sometimes I have to do stuff which fairly close still, but I think it's just doing it on purpose now. Okay, we'll move out this way. Because I could just run home and gear up, but that really defeats the object. Go do some looting and survival and general shit. I don't really want to go home until we've geared up, because it feels like that character died and we need to start again. At least we need to enlarge the base or get nails or do something. Too easy to run home and grab everything. And showing people how this server is when you first spawn in is a good challenge. So, starting gear. As you saw, an apple which we ate, 6 rags, iodine, Swiss Army knife, like glow stick, and some clothing. We need rags. At its roots, this is a survival server that's been tweaked to make it not so difficult, but still hard enough to make it a challenge. So we need 2 rags to make a pair of gloves. Then we need 12 rags to make rope. And we need to stay clear of Zeds. Try not to get shot. Obviously, if we find a box of nails on this run, we're going home. I don't know why we got that. It's much use as a chocolate teapot in it. Could really run a fridge home. But Don't want the thermometer. We do want that. Ah, we've got a horde nearby. Gloves. Why did we get kicked? Oh, add restart. Okay. We'll wait. We'll come back in after the restart, guys. Yeah, everybody got kicked. There. I'm sure we should have had a restart there. Let me look at the admin files. Not working correctly. These restarts are really not working correctly. Yeah, I need to look at sorting these restarts out. Message out to the goblins a second. We've got another restart about to kick in like 5 minutes, 2-3 minutes. And I think I know what the issue is. I think there's an override happening on the server that's overriding what's happening in game, which is really annoying. There's no point in joining to get kicked again. Be another restart in like 2 minutes. So once that restart's happened, we'll go back in, guys. Said we're just waiting for it to come back in, guys. Then we can play. It's something I need to solve, and at the moment I can't. It's always annoying. I just don't think it's synced correctly. The back end software that I use to run the restarts and the anti-cheat. Yeah, we're about to get a restart on the server now, but we've just had one 5 minutes ago. The server's restarted now. It'll take a little bit of time to solve, but I've got an idea. Hello, Gurmit. There's a problem currently with restarts. We're getting double restarts. I can't solve it at the moment. It's something I'll have to do over the weekend because I've got to drill down into the code and work out why we're getting double restarts and then fix it. And it's more than a 2-minute job. That's the trouble. But the server should be. It's coming. I'll let you know when it's back up. It's just doing the restart as we speak. Okay, it should be back up now. Yeah, it's just been temperamental. I hate them. Double restarts put players off, but I can't take the server down to fix it because everyone will get pissed off. And I don't have the time to do it. So it'll be a weekend problem. So I might have to take the server down to fix the code. So it might be down for a couple of hours while I swear at it. And then I need to test it. And I can't really do that while players are on. So it might be down for 4 hours for testing. Base is really close, so I'm running the opposite direction. Need the rags more than I need. Yeah, you would have done. Yeah. As I said, different crates. The loot isn't randomised. In the future, loot will be more randomised, but on this wipe it isn't. So, no, I don't want to make head wrapping. Don't be so stupid, Goblin. Hand wrapping. There we go. What flag? It's gone now. Yeah. Treasure thing. Yeah. If you examine it, it will start the treasure chest. You have 40 minutes to find that treasure ship. And the whole server gets told you're hunting for it. It basically kickstarts an event. And that event leads to endgame. Keys should send you all over the map. That's the idea. because obviously it's a survival-ish map. So you're forced to think about your journey and think about your trip. Obviously, there's a bit more to worry about with things like stamina. But I'm glad you're playing it. I'm glad you're enjoying it. It is good fun. And I love making these type of servers. Because you have to plan a trip. You know, I need to go maybe to the labs. Right, to get there, it's the other side of the map. I'm going to have the ability to have food and look after myself medically and do everything I need to do to survive on the route there. I need to be armed in case I come across players. You know, it isn't just a case of let's run there, we'll pick up a weapon. It's a planning phase goes into it as well. I'd like this guy's hat. And I love the fact that there's a planning phase involved. Right, we could do with finding some food. We'll take a hoodie. I'm going to move my base location. That's fine. You can have as many bases as you want as well. There's no... Bases aren't... you can only have one flag. You can have as many flags as you want. Choose where you want to live. Do what you want to do. Yes, you would... Or you just leave the flag there and move everything else. Because you'll need a hatchet to take down the old flag. But you don't have to. You could just leave the flag and carry on. There's no requirement to worry about things like that. Red paint gone. Red paint gone. Or a hatchet, remember. A hatchet works as a hammer. Oh, that was a moment of silliness, wasn't it? Sharpening stones are worth their weight in gold. Because it takes so many resources to build things, though, you've got to really think about where you're going to live. So putting one door up using rag costs a lot less than building a box, obviously. So a lot of what you're doing is trying to work out where I'm going to live that's easy to get to when I die, but far enough away that other people might not find it. Or maybe it'll just be a starter base, somewhere to hide some gear to. If you ever want to get inside this one, there's no entrance there. But if you've got a punch card, that'll work. There are other ways in. Got to find them. No. No, that is a hammer. Or a pickaxe. Pickaxe will craft stones. Right, that's my keepable ones. They're my build-up-y ones. Right, and eat the crisps. Tonight's the night. Is it, Dexter? And welcome. What's happening tonight, then? Can you use a pickaxe to craft sharpening stones? No, but you can use it to make stones. All the recipes are in the FAQs, mate. There isn't that many extras. But you can craft sharpening stones using a hammer. But that'll get you a large stone. What I tend to do, though, is if you've got anything to sell to trader, go and shoot a deer. Take the skin to the trader, sell it to the trader and buy the tools you need, mate. It's easier. It's a lot of searching otherwise, especially to get your first door up. Once you've got your first door up, you can be a bit more searchy. But that being said, West has found everything live, has searched everywhere to find enough to build a base. Just took him hours. Me, I got a gun, shot a couple of sheep or goats and ran their supplies into trader. Got some stuff, collectibles, sold that stuff to trader. I went that route. Right. Oh, there we are, Mr. Cockerel. You look like breakfast. Right. You need to fall over. I'll have to... Maybe the hammer isn't for sale, but a hatchet is? Oh, no. Ah, no. Maybe it's not. I have to look into it. And work out what we do have for sale. Sorry, my brain doesn't always remember what's in there without going there, if that makes sense. Because I don't, as you would have worked out, I don't have everything for sale on purpose. Right, we're going to have to eat that, whether I like it or not. Not going to get a lot out of it. I mean, I built using a hatchet. I found a sharpening stone in the world. I probably didn't even put one in there, let's think about it, because I don't want to make base building too easy. I want it to be an investment for people. Otherwise, everyone builds bases and fills it with loot and the server crashes. Yeah? Fucking thing. Yeah, you know, in the past, I don't have the server mechanics here to run. You know, if we had 30 people that had all built bases, we would fall over. You know, it won't be till after Christmas that I've got faster processors and RAM that will handle more players. So I'm forever trying to manage what we have got. To try my hardest to keep the server going. So it's what, yeah, having less loot gives us more FPS to play with. But it's not an exact science. But it's a balancing act. But it's not easy. You know, I'd love to have a massive server that had lots of players playing it, but I like this harder type of DayZ. You're never going to get hundreds of players that want to play this sort of level of DayZ. Because by its very nature, most people want instant gratification. They want to spawn in, get a gun really easily, shoot someone. They don't want to have to build and work up to it. And if they want to do that, they'll play vanilla. And then the last thing they want to do is play my version of vanilla, which is makes it even harder. There's a fair chance I'll die this life. With everything DayZ, it's luck, isn't it? Some lives you do better than others. But I enjoy it. It's a challenge. I love this server. I think the build I've got this time is nearly where I want it. Each time I play it, I'm thinking of different things that I could do to make it better. But that won't be done until the next wipe, if that makes sense. It goes into a little notebook, and as I'm planning the October wipe, and then the October wipe is to get things ready for next year when we have the new server. Because that's a biggie. That's when we can do some amazing things. I'll have the resources to run it. The trouble is this one's paid up until the end of January, so I'm not going to go and pay for the other one early. I think my little character's been alive for 10-ish hours. You might be able to tell. Let me give me a second. If you press pause. No, I've turned off the bit that tells you. Okay. And the reason I've turned it off is about 3 wipes ago, people would press pause and it would tell you how many zombies you'd killed. And I had some players, more than one, messaging me daily with how many players they'd killed. And it was sending me mad. It was like, I don't care, but you can't say that to people. They'd be like, I've killed another 30 zombies in the last 24 hours. Well, that's nice for you. Yeah, but I killed them. Yeah, excellent. You know, brilliant for you. So the bit that tells people, ah, God tier. An hour 48 minutes. And if I hadn't have had to fix the problem I was fixing this morning, I'd still be alive. The trouble is, when I flew out there to get the new coordinates to get it working, it made all my items pristine. Because I had to go into God mode so I wouldn't get killed out there while I was fixing the problems. So then it wasn't fair to stay on while that was happening. So I F11'd. You know, it wouldn't be fair, you guys coming in tonight and going, oh, your stuff's pristine, Goblin. Yeah, well, I'm admin. If I did that, it wouldn't be fair for me to play the server. So, and this server was always initially about me having something to make content on. Good. Time to eat some chicken breasts that will last 2 minutes. At least we got 4 of them, I suppose. Yeah, thanks for that, Gurmit. And yeah, there are other things I'll be doing in the October wipe. We'll be changing the loot. We'll be adding to the loot crates. And we'll be adding some more custom content in. I think I was saying yesterday, you might not have been here for it. I'm looking at building a custom content altar that will have 4 loot rooms that when you open them, a notification will go off and tell the whole map that you've opened them. And that's where there'll be loot there. And then I'll build something new at Tissy that will have probably AI guarding it as well. So we'll have the AI on the island and the AI at Tissy. And they'll be part of the same mission. So you'll get the treasure map. The treasure map will get you to Altar. Altar will get you to either Tissy, will get you to Tissy. Tissy will get you to the island. And it will be something like that. What's happened? All my messages are gone. What messages, Chuckles? My carrier sucks eggs. Okay. So I want to build a better end game. Certainly. Because at the moment there's 3. There's 2 or 3 steps to end game. But I didn't want to lead people all over the map just to get to end game, because that would leave crates out that we could used for general loot. So I have to add more stuff in to do end game. And I know what. I just have to build it. I want to put some islands out to sea that people could get a boat and live on. They'd have to ferry logs out, but potentially you could live out there. Does that make sense? Yeah, that's right, Chuckles. Either everything will just suddenly appear, or your phone provider is not very good today, unfortunately. After Christmas, I want to give us more. I want to give us a lot more that we can do on the server, but I can't do that until I've got more RAM, a faster processor. Been here for over 5. Okay, Chuckles. Sorry that your messages didn't appear, mate. Well, we have a train. No, just I don't put. I've never put Chuckles in the naughty corner. Don't get me wrong. People do get timed out on this server. Sorry, on this chat occasionally. But Chuckles has never said anything that would give him a timeout. Ah, we can nearly fish. In the naughty corner. Fucking torches today, is it, guys? I'll take an unknown food can, though. And a Tato. These axes are really shit, aren't they? Better. That's worth selling to trader. Log pile. Because I don't have them spawn in the world. Duct tape. Is that a flare? Don't think I can do a Southern Irish accent. Bashmere bunker. weapon card to sell to the trader. Rags. Yeah, that's all. But that's DayZ, innit? Custom rocks are a bitch. Was there rope there? I don't like these weird sounds. I know why I've got them. I've got the sounds for other stuff. For guns to sound correctly, but it makes their punches sound like shit. Unowned food cans are a nightmare, so we'll save it for an emergency. So I'm not going... I'll trigger this so people can see what happens. If I inspect the map... Message top left. Pirate ship located. You'll never get my treasure. You've got 40 minutes to find the pirate ship and kill the zombies and open the crate with the key it gives you. And there's lots of spawn points it could spawn on. And everyone on the server got that message. Nah, I've got 6 and 3. Those 4 are disinfected. That's why it's linked to endgames, Chuckles. That's why you shouldn't trigger the treasure map until you've got a boat. On the quest, on the ship, with a boat, ready to go. That'll be the right time to... Full of fuel, with all your weapons, ready to fight your way onto the ship. That'll be a good time to trigger it. Of course, now I've got a key. If I trigger it in the future... Or if someone else... Gurmit's like, what? You just got a hatchet. Stream a loop. But if you've got a boat, you've got enough time to find it. And if you've got a GPS on you, it'll tell you what direction and how many meters to go to get to the boat. So even being at Saliski with a GPS on you, with a battery in it, and triggering it, will give you enough time to get there. Ish. Saliski with a boat, certainly enough time. But because it's endgame, that's fair. Wiley's on the server a lot. Yeah? Remember, that's... the more time you spend on the server, the better luck you'll get. I mean, I could have run home, but we're not. We're just doing other stuff tonight. Oh. Most likely east for the treasure hunt. So it's giving you hints. Never eat shredded wheat, so it's that way, the ship somewhere. That away. We're not going to go looking for the boat anyway, so we can bin that off. Bring that up to there. Take that up to there. Take that way, that way. Bring that down. It's getting closer to what I wanted. Get rid of that. Bring that down. Patch it in there. Make some knife. Make a knife. That dealt with. Throw that away. Happy with that? Trader. No. It should do, but it doesn't. My first scoped rifle, I made a kill with this one. Going to trader is not safe. Yeah. Monkey did warn me. That people like placing tripwires in here. I'm already ill. Let's just eat the bloody stuff now. Unknown food cans are just a bitch, aren't they? There's the oil rig. Do not trust the grass there at all. It's money now. It's bottle caps, so you can sell and buy for more. Because if you have nails, you have to then have a way of stacking things. And he'll sell you boats. And buy and sell spark plugs and car batteries and truck batteries, because the amount of batteries dropped leads me to think there's landmines underneath them. Right, it might be a message I need to get. Guys, I need to go and make a phone call. Thanks for watching. I have to make this call.